There is a certain kind of person who carries a word in their pocket like a shield. They use it to open doors, to fill silences, and to soften the blow of simply existing. That word is sorry. You've seen them. Maybe you are them. The person who apologizes when someone else bumps into them. The person who says sorry before asking a question, or sorry for having an opinion, or sorry for taking up a seat in a crowded room. On the surface, it looks like politeness. The world calls it being nice or well-mannered. But if you look closer, if you listen to the tremor beneath the word, you realize that for the perpetual apologizer, sorry isn't an admission of guilt. It's a plea for permission to be here. Psychology tells us that this behavior doesn't start in adulthood. It's a survival rhythm learned in the quiet hallways of childhood. Many perpetual apologizers were once ignored children, or children who grew up too fast. They lived in homes where emotions were unpredictable, where a parent's anger was a storm or their silence was a desert. In those environments, you learned to become an emotional thermostat. You learned to read the room before you spoke. You learned that your needs were a burden and your presence was a disruption. So you started shrinking. You started apologizing for needing a glass of water, for crying, or for simply having a birthday. This created what psychologists call an internalized neglect schema. Your brain wired itself to expect dismissal, so you began to apologize as a preemptive strike, a way to say, "I know I'm in the way, please don't be mad." As an adult, this becomes hypervigilance. Your amygdala, the brain's fear center, is constantly on high alert. You aren't just being polite, you are managing a threat. Every sorry is a way of lowering your head so you won't be hit by the world's judgment. But there is a dark side to this kindness. When you apologize for existing, you are training the world to overlook you. You are telling people that your space is negotiable and your feelings are an inconvenience. Over time, this leads to compassion fatigue and a deep, hollow resentment. You become a stranger in your own skin, performing a version of yourself that is small enough to fit into everyone else's expectations. So how do you stop? How do you stop apologizing for the space you were born to occupy? Healing begins with a silent revolution inside the mind. It starts by realizing that sorry is a contract of self-erasure that you no longer have to sign. The next time you feel the urge to apologize for asking for what you need, try a different word. Try thank you. Instead of sorry for being late, try thank you for waiting for me. Instead of sorry for talking too much, try thank you for listening. This shift moves you from a place of debt to a place of connection. It moves you from survival to individuation, the process of becoming whole. You are not a burden. Your needs are not a disruption. And the space you take up in this world, it was never something you needed to apologize for. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be real. Because the greatest kindness you can ever show is not to the world, but to the child inside you, who is still waiting for permission to just be.